O Z Y W O M B Podcast. I'm Shan.
I'm Aria.
Say Ari.
Abby.
Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. Let's go. Hey, this is Shan, mom of the girls. Thank you for checking in. If this is your first time at Cozy Womb Podcast, welcome. It's a very random but frequently posted show. Enjoy what you can when you can. It's for new parents. Y'all are very welcome. It's for second, third, or more time around parents too. And I did not forget those of you who aren't quite there yet, haven't had your first kid, but you're thinking about it and you're just curious on what it takes to go ahead and survive the kids that you may make. Cool. Since we're all here, let's get into today's episode. Cool. Your kid is the new kid in school, or the new kid in the neighborhood, or the new kid in, camp. But there's a way to help your kids adjust when they're the new kid. So tell your kid it's a fresh start is a good thing to do when your kid is new to a certain environment, or you just bought a house, or you had to change counties or districts and your kid has to go to this new school. Just tell your kid to be themselves, be honest, listen and observe people, to choose friends wisely. Also, tell them to go outside and get to know the kids in the neighborhood, get to know the kids in their school, find after school activities that they may like and see what kids are into that, just so they don't feel completely closed off or like they're a big elephant in the room when they're in a new school or a new environment. Tell your kids to observe their surroundings and ask for help when they're lost. Ask for help when they're not sure on what they should do or where they should go. Also, hanging outside after school, after your homework is done, is vital for your kid to get out of that new kid shell. And that new kid shell can last for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a few months if your kid is not socializing. And what you really want to do is make sure your kid is not just throwing themselves in any group of kids, friends, or whatever, or groups, but just mainly doing the things that they like. And if there's another kid that likes that same thing, they can probably do it together. Also, I would tell them to peep kids that have similar interests in shoes that they wear, clothes that they wear, sports, shows that they may talk about, academic wise, who's also good in history or who's also good in English, activities that they may do. Oh, you do art also, or you are good at soccer, things like that. Also, if y'all want to discuss music, you can talk about music and try to get to know where another kid is at mentally. And the last thing you want to do is fake you like what the majority of kids do. Don't fake you like someone. Do not fake you want to do something that you really don't want to do. And don't fake that you're cool with something being done to someone else in school for the sake of fitting in. You don't want to do that, because when someone gets in trouble, or someone can't name any names but they could point you out because you're around a certain group of people that did something you didn't agree with but you stood there, you're going to get in trouble. If your kid walks home, I would tell them to peep who also walks home with them, or walks home in their subdivision, or walks home at their apartments. If your kid rides a bike, tell them to beware of who else rides bikes. Tell them to always come straight home. If they can, tell them to switch up the way that they come home, because you cannot forget that you have people watchers that sit and watch kids, and they'll clock your kid and know when your kids come home. So try to figure out different routes to take to go home sometimes if it's not a straight shot. Also, if your kid takes the bus to and from home, tell them to sit where they're comfortable at. If they're comfortable sitting at the front of the bus, sit at the front. If they're comfortable sitting in the middle, sit in the middle. If they want to sit in the back, tell them they can sit in the back. No kid owns where you can sit on the bus, okay? So if a kid is like, oh, you can't sit back here, tell them, yes, I can. And if you got a problem with it, go talk to the bus driver. I can sit wherever I want to sit. Like, don't back down to kids that try to bully where you can and can't be, especially at a new school, because they're going to label you a chump. They're going to label you like, oh, you can talk to them any type of way or do whatever you want to do, and that's not the tone you want to set at a new school. And lastly, tell your new kid on the block that don't be shy and don't dim their light to be liked or to be funny. Okay? Don't, act like you don't know something for the sake of people liking the fact that you don't know. Be your true self. That's how you're going to find true friends. People have friends from elementary school. People have friends from middle school, high school, well into their 30s and 40s. But you have to be honestly your true self. And to any new kids out there, you will be fine. Like, elementary school is not the end of the world. Middle school is not the end of the world, and high school is not the end of the world. You always have a choice on what friends you keep. Enjoy your new school. Enjoy your new camp. Enjoy your new house. Bye.